adjustment that we're going to cover today. Okay, so you have been given statement of financial position of JASIN, ALAI and RIM, okay, for the year ended 31st December 2020. Okay, so I just give the very simple financial position because today is only 2 hours and I'm hoping that we can manage the time and then hopefully we can cover it until step number 2. Okay, prepare the schedule because I don't think you have a problem to prepare the statement of financial position. Okay. All right. So, all right. Adjustment. Okay. Our next adjustment. Actually, we can see from the statement itself. Okay. Can you see item current account? Nampak kelas?
Nampak.
Okay. Current account. Okay. So, nature dia sama seperti dia mesti ada pairing. You must have one current account under asset and the other must also disclose under current liabilities. Okay, current account is item current asset and also current liability. Mesti ada. Okay, if you refer back to the slide, okay, current account is item number 3, intercompany transaction number 3. Kena tick sikit so that kita tahu apa yang kita cover dan apa yang kita belum cover. Okay, so item number 3. Alright, this treatment, okay, or the accounting treatment for the current account, okay, would be the same as treatment for loan from and loan to. Number 1. So, by discussing this current account, basically kita dah cover together with the loan from and loan to. Okay, so current account ring berhad, you can change to loan to. Okay, because it's an asset. And then current account JASIN, you can change to loan from. Okay, at the end, we're going to look at how we should treat the intercompany transaction. So remember, current account and also loan from, loan to, the treatment, how to adjust, how to eliminate the account would be the same. All right, so they cover number 1 and number 3. All right, so that's all we have. Oh, we will have one more. Okay, and then a part of financial position, we also have dividend payable. Ada nampak kelas? Ada?
Nampak.
Alright. Okay, now let's compare with the one dividend where we have discussed earlier. Dividend payable, and at the same time, we also have dividend receivable under asset. But now we don't have the pairing. Tak ada partner je receivable. Ada tak kat atas ni? Tak ada kan? Ada tak? Tak ada. So this is scenario number 3. Only as has recorded. Okay. Now we go to adjustment number 5. Okay, we have covered the first condition where both have recorded, and the third condition only as has recorded. Alright. Boleh kelas? Why I said that only as has recorded? Because as kena bayar dulu. Kena keluarkan, propose the dividend. Then after that you should distribute to holding company. So always look from payable perspective first. Who should pay and who should get the dividend. Alright. So kita tak boleh tengok siapa yang dapat selagi kita tak tahu siapa yang issue the dividend or propose the dividend or pay the dividend. Okay, always remember treatment for dividend also same for debentures interest. So jangan pula panik nanti kalau if the question give you debentures interest, so you pun jadi stuck. What should be the treatment? How I supposed to eliminate this transaction? Okay, buat tak ingat pula. Okay, always remember dividend or debentures interest, they are sharing the same treatment. Alright, so settle. That's all that we have adjustment in the financial position. Alright, then we go to additional information. Okay, on 1st January 2018, okay, look at back the question. You have been given financial position ended 31st December 2020. How many years, class? How many years? from 1st January 2018
Yes.
until financial year end? 3 years.
Yes.
Okay, you have been given percentage of control. JASIN, okay, is a holding company acquired 60% of ordinary shares of Ally. Okay, so JASIN only acquired ordinary share of Ally. Now let's look at back the statement, column Ally. Okay, Ally only owned ordinary share capital. Nampak kelas? Dia tak ada non-redeemable preference share. Nampak kelas? If let's say Ally has non-redeemable preference share, ada figure kat sini, and then JASIN did not acquire the Ally's preference share, then we should treat all these preference share as NCI. 100% should goes to NCI. You still remember that treatment? Ingat kelas?
Yes.
Jangan buat-buat lupa pula. Okay? Alright. So for the city is 18 million when the retained earnings of Ally were 5 million. Okay, now tengok retained earnings. So I think this is the first time you have been given retained earnings lump sum figure. Betul kelas? Betul? Or this one you have been given opening and plus with the profit for the year. Betul?
Betul.
Okay. So yang ni lump sum. So kita boleh keluarkan kat sini. Kita tahu okay, dalam pre ni okay, ada pre. Sekejap ya. Tak nak pula sorry. Patut tak nak. Saya lupa nak masukkan bateri. Sekejap ya. Sekejap. Okay, today my office tak ada aircon. Okay, ni buat kelas dalam sauna lah ni, lebih kurang. Okay. So mungkin kalau tak tahan nanti saya off my camera. Okay, kena buka tudung lah kot. Okay, panas sangat. Okay. Alright, this one. Alright, ada pre kat sini. Pre 5. Allah. Why? Okay. 3, 5 million. Okay. Apart dalam total 22 million, there is 5 million pre. On that date, which is on 1st January 18, the market value of JASIN and Ally ordinary shares was RM1.20 and RM1.50 per share, respectively. The goodwill on consolidation of Ally is to be impaired by 20%. Alright class, if you look at here, the numbers of period acquisition is 3 years. But for the goodwill, okay, goodwill on consolidation for the acquisition of Ally, meaning to say that this impairment is only incurred during DOA 1st January 2018. Maknanya untuk tahun 2018 sahaja. Jangan kali 3. Boleh kelas? Boleh? Sebab impairment is not orang kata apa ni? Repeat apa ni? Incurring punya expenses. Because it's subject for the testing first. Okay, so it might be ada, might be tak ada. So kalau the goodwill for the acquisition, maknanya this one only valid for 2018. Jangan kali 3 pula, macam depreciation. Okay, so we done with that. Okay, next on 1st January 2019, JASIN also acquired 80% of the ordinary shares of RIM for 20 million. When the retained earnings of RIM stood at 3 million. So, untuk retained earning RIM, okay, there is 3 million. Okay, so we look at here, JASIN acquired Ally, JASIN acquired RIM. So this is fellow subsidiary. Okay, JASIN acquired Ally, and at the same time in the different period, okay, JASIN also acquired RIM, so fellow subsidiary. Okay, so if you look at back passage number 2, alright, JASIN only acquired ordinary shares of RIM, whereas RIM also owned non-redeemable preference share, 20,000. So meaning to say that this 20,000, alright, ni, okay. Sekejap ya. Hello, saya connect. Sekejap Okay, akaun dah ada. Thank you. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Alright. Alright, account is back already. Alright, Alhamdulillah. Okay, so this is 20. Alright. Okay. Okay, 20. Alright, so this 20 should be, don't forget to put under column NCI, 100% NCI, 20. Okay, 20 million because JASIN did not acquire preference share of Ally. Okay, on that day, the carry amount of land was 2 million and it was revalued to 2.5 million. Carrying amount of land was 2 million and then it was revalued to 2.5 million. Meaning to say that carrying amount is undervalue or overvalue? Anyone?
Undervalue.
Undervalue because carrying amount is 2 million but revalue amount, which is fair value, is at 2.5 million. So it indicate that land is undervalue 0.5 million perbezaan. Okay, and then this is non-depreciable asset. The amount of non-controlling interest on the date of acquisition of RIM is 3 million. Okay, so tak perlu cari. The question already provide information on NCI, on DOA. Alright. Number 3. Kita go through dulu, nanti kita akan discuss intara for each adjustment. So, a part of paragraph 2, we have adjustment with regards to revaluation. Okay. So ada kat situ item intra-company transaction number 8, revaluation for non-depreciable asset. Okay, number 3, or bills payables of Ally, or bills payable of Ally. Kita tengok Ally, oh semua bills dia. Bills payable, amount dia 1 million. Okay, so what's wrong with this value? All bills payable of Ally were drawn in favor of JASIN. Who is JASIN? JASIN is the holding company. So we have intercompany transaction between subsidiary and holding. So what we need to do? We need to eliminate. Okay, with regards to bills payable, we only eliminate undiscounted bills. Remember? Kita hanya eliminate yang undiscounted. Okay, you can refer to item adjustment number 4. Bills payable or bills receivable. Okay, undiscounted, subject to be eliminated. Okay, so JASIN had not discounted any of the bills, meaning to say that all bills amounted that 1 million just now is considered as undiscounted. Sebab dia kata not discounted. Okay, so mana semua nilai tu adalah undiscounted. So kita kena eliminate that 1 million because that one come from transaction which occurred between holding and subsidiary. Number 4, during the year, RIM sold a machine to JASIN. Okay, so This is also intercompany transaction which involve holding and also subsidiary at the profit of 1 million. Okay, so this is, we are dealing with depreciable asset. Okay, so always remember when we are dealing with disposal of asset, it's not all the time you might be given disposal at profit. The question might also test you on what if dispose at loss. Okay, kita must be realistic. Okay, bila dispose tak selalunya untung, sometimes dapat rugi. Okay, so jangan terlalu taksub, okay, buat profit saja. So you should think, you must kreatif lah, kena faham. Okay, kalau is disposed at loss, what will be the effect on the adjustment? Okay, so this one I can explain in detail. Okay, what will be the journal entry and what will be the effect if you have losses. Okay, so this is depreciable asset. Therefore, it also be affected depreciation. Okay, that one is adjustment sales of asset. Okay, item number 7. Okay, item depreciable asset. Okay, item on the left. The two types of sales of asset, one is depreciable, the other one is non-depreciable. Soalan wajib keluar dua-dua tu. Sales of asset non-depreciable, satu lagi depreciable. Itu memang popular. Okay, selalu tak pernah miss. Okay, number 5. Kita tengok juga under sales information number 7 juga. Okay, intercompany transaction number 7. Alright, but this one we are dealing with non-depreciable asset, which is inventory, which is goods. Okay, so inventory is goods lah. Apa ni? So, okay. During the year, okay, which is on 1st December 2020, JASIN sold goods on credit. Okay. What will be the effect if we have transaction on credit, class? Apa effect dia, class? What will be the effect if we have transaction on credit? Anyone? Anyone? What will be the effect? You will have sales on credit. Ada?
Account receivable.
Yeah, account receivable. The seller will record account receivable, whereas the buyer will record accounts payable. Betul? Betul, class? Okay. So, a part of information number 5, there has adjustment item number 2, intercompany transaction number 2, debtors and creditors. Disebabkan tambah CREDIT, so terpakai intercompany transaction number 2. Alright. Sedangkan the whole passage tu adalah berkenaan dengan intercompany transaction number 7, sales of asset. Nampak? Dia combine. Two adjustment in one paragraph. Okay, the goods were invoiced at 20% on cost. Okay, so this is markup. Markupnya 20%. Alright, there are two types of markup. Okay, it can be on cost or it can be at invoice price. Okay, pada cost ataupun pada harga jualan. Okay, I will show you nanti how to calculate how to get profit based on different types of markup. Okay, whether at cost or at invoice price. Okay, so at the end of the year, all right, there is a remaining balance. Okay, we still available in ring. Sebab JASIN sold to ring, so that goods still available in closing stock of ring. Okay, yang mana only 60% have been sold. Maknanya lepas ring dapat stok daripada JASIN, ring only sell to third party sebanyak 60%. So ada lagi balance 40%. So 40% kita consider as remaining balance. So Untuk yang remaining balance itu yang kita kena eliminate sebab dia ada unsur intercompany transaction, because that asset which come from intercompany transaction between subsidiary and holding, that asset still available in the closing stock. Remember the purpose of preparing consolidated statement, kita hanya nak report whatever transaction between the transaction of holding dengan third party dan juga subsidiary and third party. There is no such transaction yang ada kaitan holding and subsidiary. Okay, clear? Alright, number 6. On 31st December, JASIN and RIM declare a 2% ordinary dividend. Okay, cek balik ke atas ni dah declare belum? JASIN and RIM. Okay, JASIN ordinary share. Okay, patutlah tak ada. Dia baru declare. Itu juga dengan RIM. Okay, so when you have transactions with regards to dividend proposed, a part of additional information. So this is situation number 2. Okay, alright. Item dividend number 5, intercompany transaction number 5. So if you look at back, we have touched every single situation. Okay, from both have recorded, both have not recorded, which is in this paragraph, number 6, and then also the third one. Okay, cover semua. Tak ada tertinggal. Okay, and then JASIN also had not recognized its share of the ordinary shares receivable. Ini adalah situation number 3. Okay, JASIN also has not recognized. Okay, Alai dah pun bayar, dah pun propose. Tengok Alai. Okay, ada 2 million ordinary share. Tapi JASIN belum terima. Dia buat disclaimer kat sini. Okay, JASIN had not recognized its share of the ordinary share from Alai. So situation number 3. So dalam information number 6, there are 2 situation. Number 2 and also number 3. Okay, next. Okay, number 7. Alright, is on bonus issue. Okay, bonus issue is intercompany number 6. Okay, so remember bonus issue can be declared by holding and also by subsidiary. If bonus issue declared by holding, it will be straightforward. Okay, so here I touch about bonus issue declared by subsidiary because they give significant effect. Okay, starting from step number 1. Okay, kalau holding tak ada masalah, simple, just straightforward. Okay, so bonus issue 1 for every 10 shares held out of, okay, dia guna reserve apa? Pre-acquisition retained earnings. Maksudnya pre-retained earnings. Siapa ni? RIM. Okay, jangan balik kat RIM tadi. Alright, kolom RIM. So dia ada bonus issue dalam amount ni. Ni, dalam 3 million ni ada element of bonus issue. Because the bonus issue is declared out of this pre-reserve or pre-retained earnings or pre-retained profit. Alright, and then because bonus issue is in terms of unit, so kita kena multiply with the share price. So share price is 1 ringgit. Alright, number 8 is the company policy with regards to depreciation. Okay, using straight line method and full year depreciation. Alright, number 9 is NCI measurement. So here, I would like to use fair value. Okay, so soalan ni, saya ambil soalan lama-lama. My own question, alright. But saya dah improvise. Saya tukar sebab I'm afraid that might be some of your senior have passed the notes, okay, to their junior. So nanti dia tak belajar, dia baca solution saja. So I already change everything. So tak payahlah. Kalau ada solution dapat JASIN tu, forget it. Okay, tak kena mengena pun. Okay, so measure at fair value. Okay, sebab saya nak you all faham. Bukannya belajar melalui solution. Okay, determine the following. Goodwill or bargain purchase for ally and rim. And then determine group retain profit and also NCI. So this number 3 and number 4, we need to prepare the schedule. Okay, column for GRP and also NCI. And finally, prepare the consolidated statement of financial position for Yasin's group, okay, end of year 2020. Okay, clear class? Kita go through the soalan dulu and then kita akan pergi satu per satu. Macam ni lah yang kita nak, you all kena buat lah. Tapi sebab patutnya saya terus conteng, tapi saya tak nak switch screen kejap sana kejap sini. So bila kita dah pergi screen lain, saya nak stick pada screen tu sahaja. Okay, alright. Ada soalan? Ada soalan kelas?
No, madam.
Okay. So let's look at back the question. Okay, definitely because we have went through the question, okay, quite thorough. We know what actually item that we are dealing with. Okay, kalau you tengok nota part 3, okay, we have covered everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dah, okay, previously, and 10. Item in transit, kita akan discuss kejap lagi. Apa maksudnya item in transit? So item in transit is related to current and also loan from loan to. Okay, so maknanya kita cover all the adjustment. Meaning after this, you shouldn't have any problem if the question give you any kind of intercompany transaction. Okay, so based on the question, we find out that this question is, alright, fellow subsidiary. Okay, because I already promised to you, okay, saya nak tunjuk contoh by using group structure yang simple, fellow. Okay, so JASIN acquired 60% of Ally. Okay, and then so Ally become a subsidiary to JASIN, and JASIN also acquired RIM, okay, 80%. Alright, so this is also subsidiary. Alright, both actually are holding direct controlling. Okay, and JASIN has direct controlling over Ally and RIM. Okay, that's number 1. Okay, then we go to item number 1, additional information. Ini yang first. Okay, sebelum tu tengok dulu percentage of control. Ally, percentage of control. RIM. So holding company, NCI. Okay. Alright, Ally only has ordinary share capital. So 60-40. Whereas for RIM owned ordinary share capital and also preference share capital. Okay, 80%, 20%. Okay, since preference share did not acquired by JASIN, so 100% NCI. Okay, boleh? Alright, in terms of acquisition period, okay, Ally is 3 years acquisition period. How about RIM class? How many years? How many years?
2.
2 years. Okay. So this is the first information that you need to grab. Okay, what with the group structure? Yang ni tak, you dah tahu dah group structure apa nak keluar untuk test kan dan juga final. But importantly, nak tahu dia punya percentage. Alright, you should determine atau indicate the right percentage. And then percentage of control, because you might also been given some element which not being highlighted clearly. Macam ni lah. Macam preference share tadi. Kalau tak ada, tak mention pun dalam information number 2. But you can trace from the statement. Okay, clear class? Clear?
Yeah.
I'm not going to highlight about pre because saya dah mention tadi about pre, saya dah detect tadi dekat statement, okay, dalam amount retained profit there is element of pre. Alright, let's move on to information number 1. Okay, so information number 1, okay, tak ada apa, okay, you just mention about percentage of control and then the market value of the JASIN and allied. Definitely lah dia kena mention sebab ini adalah kaedah fair value which is full goodwill. Betul kelas? Betul? Betul full goodwill?
Betul.
So full goodwill dia mesti mention berapa capital subsidiary on DOA. Remember 3 component. NCI, percentage, ordinary share capital subsidiary, and the third one will be share price of ordinary share capital subsidiary on DOA. 3 component. Okay, and then that's all. Okay, goodwill is too early to determine how much the impairment because we need to go first. Okay, we need to proceed with step number 1 first. Okay, determine whether how much total goodwill and then after that we proceed with the impairment. Okay, so number 1 clear. Then we go to number 2. Alright, number 2. Okay. Alright. Also been provided the percentage of control. Okay, 80% and the CT. Alright class, every time you get the question, always double check. Okay, first paragraph, CT JASIN paid to Allied 18,000, 18 million, betul? And then information number 2, JASIN paid to RIM 20 million. Okay, maksudnya dalam statement, cari item investment in subsidiary. Ada? Can you see?
Ada.
So kena double check. Is it tally tak amount investment in subsidiary with the amount CT that been highlighted in the passage? 18 campur 20. Sama tak 38?
Sama.
Macam tu ya cara nak detect. Kadang-kadang tu dia tak mention. It's not yet recorded. So you must make sure amount tu mesti sama dengan that whatever being reported in the statement. So 38 sebab dia bagi you lump sum item investment in subsidiary. Normally you be given investment in allied, investment in RIM. Ni usual lump sum. So amount tu mesti tally dengan amount CT that be paid by JASIN. Okay. And then we have revaluation. Okay. Apart of item number 2, we have revaluation. Okay, kita dah identify tadi because CA current amount is less than revalued amount. Okay, so which indicate undervalue because the asset CA carrying amount is less, so undervalue. If CA is more, will be overvalue. So undervalue, so kita kena add debitkan PPE which is land, creditkan ARR, revaluation. And you must remember this is revaluation on DOA. Bila dia on DOA, dia akan affect in the step number 1. Determine goodwill. Okay, remember I already explained to you revaluation. There are 2 aspects that you need to think about. Okay, whether it's happened on DOA ataupun during the year. Kalau during the year, dia akan affected in the other comprehensive income dan juga SOCI ataupun SOCE. Okay, tengok tu ada 2 nama sama tapi efek berbeza. Okay, so amount kat sini perbezaan ialah 2.5 tolakkan dengan 2, so we got 0.5 million. Okay, luckily this one is non-depreciable asset. Okay, any questions? Ada soalan? Ada? Tak ada.
No.
Then we go to number 3. Okay, number 3 is related to bills payable and also bill receivable. Kalau untuk allied ialah bills payable. So the other parties, JASIN, dia akan record sebagai bill receivable. So dia pairing dia. Okay, because intercompany transaction. So there is a journal entry for this, tapi no point. Sebenarnya journal entry dia opposite je lah sebab kita nak eliminate. As long as we just need to know how much amount to be eliminated. So amount yang kita nak eliminate ialah amount yang undiscounted. Okay, undiscounted. So which I already find out 1 million. Okay, kalau ikut journal kita just buat debitkan bills. Nak kurangkan liability, kita debitkan liability. Tu, kreditkan bills receivable. Okay. So remember saya kata tak ada markah untuk journal entry, but journal entry will guide you properly if you want to make sure your statement will be balanced. Okay, so apa yang selalu saya buat kat sini, because dia adalah hanya kontra saja, so saya just tulis je kat sini instead of journal entry, you just tulis kat sini minus bills 1 million. So, we tulis minus bill 1 million, you tahu. Okay, bills receivable need to minus 1 million. Bill receivable also need to minus 1 million. Got it? Faham?
Faham.
Kau kalau simple-simple macam ni tak payah. Dia just kontra je ni. Tak payah buat journal entry. Kalau nombor 2 ni perlu sebab dia affect different account. One is PPE, the other one is ARR. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4. Okay, number 4. During the year, Rim sold a machine to JASIN at a profit of 1 million. Okay, the remaining useful life of the machine was 5 years. Okay, so bila kita deal dengan sales of asset, okay, sales of asset, kita punya concern adalah yang remain unsold. Kenapa remain unsold? Sebab whatever yang remain unsold, we can't recognize dia punya profit. Okay, waktu jual kita dapat profit. As long as that asset still available within the group, we can't recognize that profit. That's why namakan dia unrealized profit. Short form dia URP. So these are the things that we need to identify. Okay, how much unrealized profit that should be taken out with regards to the remain unsold asset. Okay, so bila kita ada transaction intercompany, let's say this is holding, jual kepada subsidiary, this is inter. Okay, let's say 100%. Kan jual lagi kan 100% lah kan. Whatever amount kita tu first batch 100%. Daripada jumlah yang didapat ni, subsidiary jual pula kepada third party. Okay, kepada third party. Okay, so let's say lah dijual kat sini 60%. So whatever yang keluar daripada company, ni kat sini dia punya limitation. So yang ni lah memang kira outsiders, tak kena mengena. Yang ni yang kita nak kira ni, yang within the group. Okay. So asalnya shipment tu 100%, the whole lots. Okay. But daripada total tu 60 or the total 100 tadi has been sold to the third party. So like maknanya yang still lagi available adalah 60%. So ada 40%. So 40% ni kita panggil dia remain unsold. Sebab dia still available in the closing stock of S. Okay? Faham? Okay. So if you look at the question number 4, dia tak mention pun mesin ni dah jual ke belum. Betul kelas? Betul? Ring jual pada JASIN. So JASIN dah jual pada third party ke mesin ni? Dah jual ke?
Belum.
Tak
Belum.
bagi tahu.
Dia silent. Dia silent. Bila silent maksudnya belum. Faham? Kalau you jual, dia mesti mention dia dah jual kepada orang luar. Okay? So maknanya this machine still lagi available within the group. So automatically apa yang kita buat, kita kena write off dia punya profit, which is jadikan dia unrealized profit. So how to answer this? So soalannya dia dah bagi dah amount profit. Kalau tak bagi, cari berapa amount profit. Okay? So all the total profit kita kena unrealized. So when you get the sales of asset punya transaction, the first thing you need to identify dahulu who is the seller. Siapa seller, kelas? Siapa seller?
Rim.
Rim. Okay. Kenapa saya kena identify siapa seller? Sebab seller yang akan recognize profit. Betul, kelas? Betul? Penjual dah untung kan? Sebab tu saya kata you kena identify who is a seller. Okay. Lepas tu kita nak kira unrealized profit for remain unsold. Okay. So dalam ni dah tahu dah amount profit berapa, dah bagi straightforward. So unrealized profit is 1 million. Okay. So kita nak eliminate. So nak eliminate profit. Profit is always credit. Kan? Sebab dia hasil, income. So debitkan retain profit. Siapa seller? Siapa seller?
Rim.
Letak kat sini. Ini profit rim. Kalau you tak buat macam ni, huru hara you punya schedule nanti. You nak park kat mana 1 million ni? Dekat JASIN ke? Dekat alai ke? Dekat rim. That's why you kena identify who this return profit belongs to siapa. Okay. So return profit 1 ni related to rim because rim is the seller. Kreditkan aset yang terlibat, machine. Okay, 1 million. Okay, boleh? Alright. This asset is depreciable asset. Kalau non-depreciable, settle. Dah siap. Debit return profit seller, credit machine atau credit asset yang you jual, yang dia dispose. Okay, settle. But now we have depreciable asset. Okay. Alright, tengok balik kat sini. Let's say lah, ini adalah ring jual kepada JASIN. Okay. Asalnya cost, okay, cost untuk holding company, ini satu contohnya, cost untuk holding company, barangnya ialah 10K. Lepas tu dia markup, campur markup. Sebab ni kan business kan, sales untuk jual mesti ada cost plus markup. So markup dia adalah 20%, contohnya. Okay, 10K times 20% dapat berapa, kelas?
12,000.
5,000. So, holding akan jual kepada subsidiary pada selling price 12K. Betul? Betul? Sebab ada elemen profit, profit sebanyak 2K. Siapa dapat profit ni? Holding company. Okay. So, you bayangkan, kita nak kira depreciation. Sekiranya aset yang bernilai 10K tadi, cost 10K, tidak dijual kepada subsidiary, what will the depreciation dia, kelas? Let's say lah depreciation 10%. Depreciation 10%. Straight line method. So what will the depreciation? Holding akan kira berapa untuk yearly depreciation? 1K. Betul? Times dengan 10%. Betul? Okey, barang tu sekarang ni kalau dijual. Yang ni andaian kalau tak dijual. Kalau aset yang bernilai 10K tu tak dijual kepada subsidiary, depreciation ni cuma 1K. But now this asset have been disposed atau being sold to subsidiary at the markup of 20%, which give us selling price 12K. So asset tu dengan siapa sekarang ni? Dengan subsidiary. Okay? Dengan subsidiary ataupun dengan buyer. Okay, so siapa yang akan kira depreciation? Buyer ke holding company? Seller ke holding company? Holding company ke subsidiary? Subsidiary lah kan?
Ya.
Siapa yang own the asset? So subsidiary ni akan kira, dia akan proceed dengan depreciation. Okay, sebab barang dengan dia. So depreciation dia berapa for annual depreciation dia kelas? With the same depreciation rate, 10% straight line method?
1,200.
1,000?
200.
1.2K. Betul? Betul? 1.2K. Nampak kelas?
Betul.
So you nampak tak? Sekiranya disposal of asset ataupun sales of asset is at profit, markup 20%, what happened to the depreciation? Depreciation will be
Increase.
over provided. Faham? Kalau sales of asset at profit, depreciation will be over provided. Betul? Sebab selling price dia tinggi. If the sales of asset at loss, depreciation will be under provided. Okay, so kita nak eliminate. This one ada item depreciation. Okay, 5 years. Okay, next journal entry, sambungan untuk yang the first one ni. Okay, second one kita nak record the effect of depreciation. Okay, based on the sales at profit tadi. Okay, so we have depreciation over provided. Okay, how do I know? Because this sales at profit. Okay, because the profit 1 million. So depreciation over provided, bila over provided kita kena kurangkan depreciation. So kita akan debitkan accumulated depreciation, kreditkan balik retain profit R. Kalau kat atas nombor 1 ni you guna R kat sini, dekat nombor 2 ni pun mesti R. Kalau dekat atas ni debit retain profit you guna JASIN. Kat bawah ni nombor 2 kredit RP JASIN. Faham? Dia follow saja. Kalau atas ni R, bawah pun R. Faham? Okey, nilainya adalah 1 which is amount profit bahagikan dengan 5. Bahagikan dengan 5.
200K.
Okay, 200K which is 0.2. Okay, so yang ni tak perlu kali 2 ke kali 3 sebab soalan ni dah clearly stated during the year. Maksudnya tahun semasa, tahun 2020. So dapat kat sini 0.2 million. Boleh kelas? Clear? Clear?
Yeah.
Ya.
So what if kalau question ni dia adalah pada profit, ni pada profit. Kalau loss, so will be opposite. So kalau loss, semua terbalik. Okay, yang debit jadi kredit, kredit jadi debit. So kalau loss semua terbalik. Nombor 1 pun terbalik, debitkan machine, kreditkan retain profit. Nombor 2 terbalikkan, debitkan retain profit, kreditkan accumulated depreciation. Boleh? Boleh kelas?
Boleh.
Just you reposition saja debit credit tu, terbalikkan saja. Okay? Maknanya you turned 360 degrees. Okay? Alright, that's number 4. Number 5. Okay, number 4. Then we go to number 5. Okay. Journal entry tu saling sebab nanti nak guna untuk buat schedule. Nanti tak nampak dah. Saya tak save ni. Okay. On 1st December 2020, JASIN sold goods on credit. Okay. So ada elemen kredit. So saya kata tadi, the effect of sales on credit, kita akan effect kepada trade debtors, trade receivable and also trade payables. So konsep dia sama. Okay, kita kena eliminate. So kita tahu dah, oh ada kredit, okay, on credit. Okay, then bila kita baca dia tak ada mention pun dia dah bayar. So maknanya still lagi hutang. So hutang ni antara JASIN dengan ring. So kita tulis baca sama treatment buat bills tadi. Bills receivable and bills payable. Kalau siapa nak tulis journal entry pun sama. Debitkan trade payable, kreditkan trade receivable. Okay. Sama journal entry dengan bills tadi. Tapi tak nak buang masa because it contrast saja. Terus minus trade. Okay, berapa nilai dia? Amount dia mesti selling price. Which one is selling price? How much selling price, class?
3 million.
3 million. So nanti bila you prepare financial position, jangan lupa trade receivable minus 3, trade payable also need to minus 3. Faham? Faham? Itu adjustment yang pertama. Adjustment yang kedua. The goods were invoiced at 20% on cost. Okay. With regards to markup, okay. Alright, there are two types. Okay. Satu at cost. Satu lagi adalah at invoice. Ataupun at selling price. Okay, at invoice price ataupun at selling price. Okay, konsep yang paling simple. Okay, bila kita determine selling price, kita ambil cost, kita plus dengan markup. Okay, then we get selling price. Sebab ni topik berkenaan dengan sales of asset. Okay, so let's say lah, baca balik soalan dia kata. The goods were invoiced at 20% on cost. 20% is dia punya markup. So saya letak kat sini 20%. Okay. 20% on cost. So cost will be 100. So selling price 100 plus 20 become 120. So if you want to find out what will be the total profit based on the markup at cost, you need 2 times 20 divided by 120. Okay. Now let's look at for invoice price ataupun at selling price. Okay. So soalan ni saya tukar. The goods were invoiced at 20% on invoice price. Okay. Dia kata 20%. Okay, markup 20%. On invoice price, which is selling price, 100. Selling price 100. So cost become 80. So in order to find out how much total profit that would be calculated based on invoice price will be, you need to multiply with 20 divided by 100. Okay? Boleh kelas? So tak nak hafal. This is the apa ni? How we determine that kenapa 20 bahagi dengan 120 untuk cost. Dan kenapa guna invoice mesti 20 bahagi dengan 100, tak 120 juga. So this is justification. Okay. So remember this is sales. Kita mesti nak cari unrealized profit. First thing kalau sales, saya kata apa? Determine apa kelas? Who is seller? Siapa seller? Siapa jual pada siapa ni? Nombor 5.
JASIN jual krim.
JASIN jual kepada Rim. Okay, so JASIN is a seller. So kita nak kira unrealized profit, which is those yang remain unsold. Okay. Alright. So dia banyak approach soalan bahagi. Sometimes soalan dah bagi amount profit, sometimes soalan tak bagi. Okay. So dalam soalan ni dia tak bagi. So kita kena identify how much profit. So kena gunalah yang kaedah yang saya tunjuk ni. Okay. Yang information kita ada cuma selling price. Okay. Selling price 3 million. Okay. Berapa yang kita nak remain unsold? 60% of the goods have been sold. Maknanya at the end of the year, Ring dah jual. Okay, 60%. So berapa lagi yang remain unsure? 40%. Dapatkan ini adalah amount yang remain unsure. Selling price times dengan portion that remain unsure. Lepas tu baru kali markup. Kata at cost. So berapa markup dia? 20%. So 20 divided by 120. Berapa kelas? Annualized profit. How much?
$200,000.
Okay, 0.2 million because all the figures in million, so it should be consistently. Okay, alright, 0.2 million. Okay, journal entry. Nak eliminate kan unlast profit. So debit retain profit. Siapa seller? JASIN. 0.2 million. Kredit item apa yang kita involve kat sini? Goods. Goods means item apa goods dalam standard ni statement of financial position. Which one goods?
Inventory.
Yes, inventories. 0.2 million. So done. Sebab this item is non-depreciable asset. Boleh? So selalunya student salah kat sini. Okay, kejap bagi 100 plus markup, sekejap bagi 100. So you can faham. Kalau cost baru 100 plus markup. Kalau invoice or selling price should be divided by 100. Boleh kelas? Boleh? Okay,
Boleh.
number 5. Then we go to number 6. Okay, number 6.